Yes.
How are you, Vasili?
How are you?
Very good, very good. I've come to have a look at the place. You're?
Carly.
Carly, nice to meet
Nice
you
to
too.
meet you.
Husband, wife?
No.
No? Oh, I'm sorry.
Boss.
Boss, okay.
The boss.
Okay, you're the boss, you're the owner. This is a store.
Welcome to Sage Farm.
Thank you. Tell us about it.
Well, this is our little store that we've built out of a shipping container. We built it ourselves, and it's the shop front that we sell all of our paddock to plate produce.
Wonderful. How long have you been here?
We've been operating for 7 years,
Okay.
but the store's been here since May this year.
Oh, so it's relatively
It's
new.
very new, yep.
Wow,
So-
that's impressive. So what have you got in here? What are you selling?
This is just some of the produce that we make right here on the farm.
What do you mean you make?
Well, we have the butchery right here on the farm, so we do true paddock to plate.
These are all from your farm?
Here we have some of our sausages that we make, so we make them.
You know how to make...
preservative-
What nationality are you? I mean, I shouldn't say that, but...
Hungarian.
Hungarian, are you?
Yes, that's
Oh, Hungarian sausage.
Indeed.
Lovely, that's impressive.
We have about 80% of the produce in the store is from our farm.
Okay.
And then we have 20% from local producers in the area as well. So we keep it all local.
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's all
yeah.
around the Bannockburn, Lethbridge area. We've got
Okay.
muesli, coffee,
So it's
peanut
not
butter.
just farm animals like cows and sheep. You've got sauces, I see, jams, preserves, a bit of everything.
The concept is that people can come down here and buy truly local produce right from the farm. Vasili, this is our market garden. This is where we grow all the vegetables and fruit.
This is huge, mate. How big's the property?
We're on 110 acres here.
Oh!
The whole 110 acres has a productive purpose.
It has? Okay, is that what you call it? Okay.
Yeah, so this is where we
A
do...
labour of love.
A lot of labour that we love. So we have the livestock that go around the
okay,
periphery.
they graze, okay,
graze
yeah.
things. We've got an amazing valley that we back into, which is the Moorabool Valley.
How big's the valley?
It's about 1.5 kilometres wide, and it's about 150 metres to the bottom from the top. So it's quite a large
Can you
valley.
bungee jump?
I'll let you go first.
Oh, no worries. So you actually cultivate this part here for your produce?
Exactly.
Yeah?
So this is a new part of the business. We've been doing this for about a year now, so we're sort of learning a lot about the nutrients of the soil here.
Okay.
We use a lot of the compost here that you'll see here. So
right.
we'll take you out and show you where we actually process and ferment that on site here.
Okay.
And that's the basis that we have, because we've got a heavy clay.
So the
here.
clay's, it's a heavy clay base here?
It is.
It's not a sandy loam or anything like that?
No, it's a heavy clay, and that compost really unlocks the nutrients that's in that heavy clay.
Okay, so that's what you're basically processing, a bit of straw, a bit of mulch and things like that on top?
Indeed, yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of wood chips that we put on top. But let me introduce you to Derek, our farm manager, who's in there.
Okay.
He's just in here. This is our hothouse here.
This is your hothouse?
Yes, this is
All right,
Derek.
guys.
our
I can't shake
farm
your hand,
manager.
can I?
Unless
man?
you want a handful of eggplants there.
Is that what you're doing here at the moment?
Yeah, so we're propagating our summer crops,
Okay.
getting them all ready to go
So
out.
this is your little baby here, or
Yeah.
not little, I won't say
Well,
little.
you know.
It's a big baby. How long have you been here?
A bit over a year, year and a half.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, loving it here.
So everything that's been created here are from your two hands, or has Chris been involved?
With help,
Oh,
with
yeah,
help
yeah,
from
yeah.
others.
Tell me about the soil or the mixture that you've got here, because this doesn't look like something you buy off the garden shelf.
Yeah, so we compost on site here, and then they screen it into what you see here, basically.
You don't add anything else to it. You just break it
No.
down. So it's green based.
Sometimes I'll add some coarse sand.
Okay, just
for
the texture.
heavier.
Yeah. So it doesn't get too light or blowy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but plenty of nutrients in there to
Good stuff.
kickstart them.
And then we put it into these little plug trays you got here,
Yeah.
and you sit there strategically and painfully picking each one at a time. Good on you.
Part of the policy of the farm is to recycle and reuse everything. So you'll see around here old packing crates. We harvest steel from various areas, and we always look to first reuse items.
Impressive.
And if we can't, then we had the hoops rolled up, and it's a commercial plastic that we use over the top. But always first we see what we can reuse.
And you've got obviously a storage yard or a holding yard of all recycled material. No doubt.
Our affectionately referred to resource paddock.
Resource paddock, okay.
Yeah.
You hang out there every morning, do you?
Yeah.
It's the inspiration.
Most people would say it looks like
it's... You got to stock take what you got out there.
Love it. I noticed the palace first thing when I walked in. You made a fence out of that. You've got a tabletop out of this as well. So everything you've got out there that can be reused, you will.
Absolutely.
You made a door out of it? No, you've made a wall out of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So these are just discarded. They're single-use pallets, so we can always find a use for them. We make fences out of them, tables, walls, all sorts of things.
That's impressive.
If you like Vasili's Garden, then you'll love the spring edition of Vasili's Garden to Kitchen magazine. Available at all good news agencies. Subscribe now at vasilisgarden.com.
Hello folks and welcome. Well, what happens when we get a virus? 9 times out of 10, the virus takes hold and then we try to treat it. Well, what we need to do at the very first sign of a virus, maybe you're feeling a bit tired, a bit of a sore throat, maybe a runny nose. So remember those first signs that you feel? This is when we need to cut straight in and start treating. So what we're going to do is to show you a really great way of making a soup that is going to assist your immune system to be able to override that virus before we start soldiering on and spreading our virus all around the country. Now the combinations that we've got here, we've got some garlic, we have some ginger, and we have some horseradish. Now everyone should grow horseradish because it's absolutely fantastic what you're able to do with horseradish. So we've got some here that's been taken out of the garden. So what we do is we get equal parts. 1 clove of garlic, we get the same portions of some horseradish and ginger. Chop it up just like I've done here. So it's already prepared for us. We get the combos, put it into a bowl, and we get a chicken stock, put about 200 mils of boiling water with it, pour it into our bowl, stir it around, put it onto some heat, and then just allow it to infuse for about 15 minutes. Now what happens there is that we've got these wonderful warming tonic foods that is going to be supportive of our body, and more particularly if you've got really blocked sinuses, you've got that mucus starting to build up around the nasal passages, well the horseradish is going to start clearing that, as to the ginger is going to be supportive. Food as medicine is so powerful that we need to start engaging with our food at the coalface of where we can say grow it. Horseradish at home, we can get our ginger and garlic everywhere, available all over the place. We have such quality food, but please start thinking about converting it to medicine and you will be rewarded with a great sense of well-being, but you will start to be in control of those viruses. And you know what? You could even put some sliced chicken in there too to make a great meal. So folks, until next time, please find happiness in every moment.
This is the clay soil you mentioned. It's a heavy base, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
So if you actually have a look at that.
All right. Oh yeah, this is what we talk about. If it clumps up like that and you press it, and it does actually. That's not too bad.
Because we put the compost in. We've worked it. We put the compost in.
I can make a little pot out of this if it
you
wasn't.
Can.
Well, not now because this is what compost does. So adding all that texture into it really loosens it up for you, but it still holds the moisture.
That's exactly right. So we had a good bit of rain last night, and you can see it's really held in there, which is great for the market garden because the moisture stays in there.
So that's your walking path?
That's the walking path that we can use, and again that just adds more carbon into the soil over time. Yeah,
as it breaks down.
And it saves us sort of walking out with an extra 2 inches on our shoes.
What's he leaning on there? What's that?
So that is
one of his
homemade broad fork. This is the best way that we can actually really get in and create those air pockets you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
On the broad fork.
Spoke to Sue, didn't I?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, actually, I haven't because you're holding onto it. Show me how you use it.
All right. You'll be right. So we go down like that, and then we jump on it. Sometimes it'll go in all the way, but as this is that heavy clay, you've got to work it down a bit like that. Just lift it like that.
Yeah, not too much.
Create those
air pockets.
You're not wanting to turn it over. just to loosen it up.
That's it. And jump. All right.
Okay, let's give Vasili a go.
Well, what do you weigh? You're hoping I fall over, eh?
No, we hope that you get it really well because we've got another 6 gardens that we have to do, Vasili, and
Don't you own any tractors or anything?
human labour's the best.
Isn't Sage doing a great job planting all their veggies? Now, you two should be doing the same, but don't plant them all at once. Space them out every 3 to 4 weeks so you have continuous picking for over 6 months. Now, use a quality seed raising mix, just like Hal's Seed Green's seed raising mix. It's got all the nutrients your seeds need to have a healthy start. And if you want them to kick off real quick, soak them in some smoke water overnight, and that way they'll germinate literally in 24 hours. Now, when you sow them, you've got choices here. You can use a seed tray like this, a seedling tray here, or keep the punnets. When you buy your seedlings, keep the punnets, empty them out, and put them back in a seedling tray like that. Or you can get your little cell pots like this one here, which gives you the opportunity to plant larger seeds individually so the roots don't get all tangled up. Simply fill your trays up with a quality mix like this, but don't pack it down too hard. Spread it out evenly. It's so important to use a quality mix. These are some of my favourite seeds here. Look, I've been collecting seeds over the years from lots of guests that I've been visiting, and I've got the big Malacca tomato here. That's about it. Now I'm going to plant these in one by one. Little dimple, just drop it there like that. 3 per punnet is all I want to put in. Just like that. And once you finish putting all your seeds down, just give them a light dressing over the top. Not too much, you don't want to lose them down too deep. And then finish it off with a little bit of watering mixed in with some smoke water, and that way it gives them a 100% chance of germinating. And that's it there, folks. Now, if it gets a little bit cold at night, you can either take them inside on your windowsill, or you can use one of these little containers. These are nifty, aren't they? You can store all sorts of things in them, just as much as you can store your little seedling trays, just like this one here. Create a mini hothouse, I call it. Set it in here. Now, you won't really need to water this again, because what happens is, as it starts to condensate, all the moisture sits on top and on the bottom side of the lid there. And then it soaks back down into the plants again on top. So just monitor them just in case it gets too hot on a really hot day. Take the lid off to get some air, or drill some holes around the side to create some air vents. That's all you need to do, and that way they'll germinate straight away, and within a couple of weeks you'll be planting them out into the garden to enjoy some beautiful produce. From me, Vasili, Hal's Sea Green Seed Raising Mix, Maresi.
The best way to look after your plants is with Vasili's Easy Hand Spray. Order your sprayer now, available only at vasilisgarden.com.
Have you ever wanted to make yogurt to avoid the preservatives and sugars, but just weren't sure where to begin or what technique to use? Well, today I'm going to show you how simple it is to make yogurt using my Kuvings Power Fermenter, or as I like to call it, the Greek yogurt and cheese maker. It's easy to make and the results are truly amazing. It's the best yogurt I've ever tasted, and trust me, I've had a lot of yogurt in my time. All you need is a litre of milk and 6 tablespoons of yogurt for the culture. Add the ingredients into the container, then simply select the yogurt function. This will activate the yogurt making process, which will take up to 8 hours. So what do we do for 8 hours? Do some pruning. Install some solar lights. Water the garden. Feed the horse. Once the 8 hours are up, remove it from the container and place it in the fridge for 3 hours. Then remove the yogurt from the fridge and pour the ripened yogurt through the strainer. And then let it sit in the fridge for another 6 hours. Wow, it tastes just like my grandmother's yogurt. In fact, even better. Stay tuned for more fermented recipes. I hope you enjoy this one.
So this is your chook tractor pan here.
Yeah, so we have true free-range chickens here.
Yeah.
Nick helps us out every Friday, who loves coming down and spending a bit of time on the farm, which is great. And our chickens
are free range.
Are truly free range. But more than just providing us eggs, they play a really important role in regenerating our paddocks. This area here is where the chickens have been, and you can see the grass is dense. It's so green. This is just the seed bank that's in the soil.
In the soil
and
too.
When the chickens have turned it over, that's how lush it becomes. And right here, the fence was there. Right here, you can see the difference. It's got a yellow colour to it. It doesn't have as much nutrients in it. This is our converted 40-foot shipping container that we've turned into a butchery.
You're kidding.
No, we do all the processing on farm. It's part of our commitment to controlling every step of the process. So we raise
From raising them?
from paddock to plate.
Literally?
Literally.
Okay.
Come on in and
All
have a look.
right. There's nothing alive in there at the moment, is there?
Not at the moment.
All right.
And here we have Tim, who's our head butcher, breaking down the lamb that has been grown on the farm here. Yes, I think you'll be safe there, Vasili. And that's what we're really committed is to supporting artisan butchery. It's a skill that is rapidly being lost with the commercialisation of meat and the fast takeaway. So we produce all amazing quality beef and lamb here, and we need skilled artisans like Tim to be able to turn the amazing animals into a wonderful product that we showed you at the store.
That is impressive.
But that's one of the things that we designed the butchery here with the windows to continually remind us about the respect for the animal. We look out at the farm, and that's what we think paddock to plate is.
It's meant to be. Amazing. Oh, this is breathtaking. Unbelievable, mate. How long have you been here, you said?
17 years.
Yeah.
So never get bored of looking at this.
Never ever leave, I don't think. I wouldn't.
It changes with the seasons. It goes through a green to a gold to a dark brown through the seasons. It's always changing. We get ridge-tail eagles going up and down the valley as well. And then I just love watching my cattle roam up and down the hill as well.
It's impressive.
It makes the left side of the cow a lot bigger than the right side because of the valley.
Oh, so on the one side.
Exactly.
Well, they've got shorter legs on one side?
Exactly.
Oh.
So if you're buying a steak from us, always get a right-handed steak.
Yeah, better.
But
It's too tough on the left.
because of the shorter leg.
Make sure you pay attention to that, folks, next time you come down to Sage. Ask if it's a left or right. It would be noticeable in the fridge, wouldn't it? Check it out, folks. $5,000 worth of Christmas garden products for you and your family to enjoy. We're including Sea Sol, OCP, Rich Grow, Falco, Velcro, Hal's product range, companion brands, and so many more that I can't even mention here. There's Black Grit, there's our magazines in there too, and the books and DVDs for you to enjoy. Now, you've got to be in it to win it, so go to our website and become a VIP member, and you automatically go in the draw for this $5,000 garden Christmas hamper. From me, Vasili, Maresi.
We very affectionately call this our resource paddock.
Oh, this is the one, okay.
This is the resource paddock. Every single item is catalogued in a...
I want to see that catalogue. Only you and your friend Derek know where everything is here, right?
Well, we do actually.
Yeah.
So we collect what others throw away,
Yeah.
and we use these resources
Yeah.
to build all the things that we've shown you as well.
Amazing stuff that's going on the farm.
Exactly.
Impressive.
They're the compost piles that we have. So
That is a lot.
we've got about, it's about 1.2 kilometres of compost.
Windrows.
And this is the final product. So this is after it's been screened. Thanks, Mark.
So look, that's the stuff that you put back onto your clay. Even if you've got sandy soil, this is perfect for it.
Yeah, so the nutrients in there, it's just fantastic. And as you can see, we've got heaps.
You have got heaps. So it takes what, 4 to 6 months, you said?
Yeah, 6 to 9.
Oh, 6 to 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
depends on the moisture level that's in there. And then the compost can be blended with other lime and so forth. Cows I find really fascinating because they've got quite a complex hierarchy. So these mothers here have been friends for probably 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
And they actually do a co-parenting from there. So if one is off eating hay, the other one will be off looking after the children as well. So
Really?
they have all these friendships within the structure of the herd, and they have friends that they like and the friends that they don't. And you can observe that behaviour when you're close with them, as we are.
You
on the farm.
notice that because you've spent so much
Absolutely.
time with them.
Exactly.
Really, you'd think they'd be all one in the same in the herd, but no.
No, they're all different. They've all got a personality, certain traits. Some are shy, some are bold, some like to be scratched, some hate to be touched. So they're like humans. We actually run our breeding herd a lot longer than others. The principal reason is because they're really calm and they know the farm. They know where to go.
Okay.
All I have to do is open a gate and they'll know exactly where to go.
Follow the leader.
And because of the hierarchy, if the dominant ones are calm, all the others will be calm underneath.
So you keep them like that.
What we have here, they're probably, I think it's about 9 to 10 weeks old.
Oh, only.
So this time of year, we've got lots of grass, so the growth of the calves are very quick, but they'll stay very close to mum.
We're here, mate.
Thank you for coming out and visiting us today.
No,
and we can't let you leave without at least trying some of the amazing produce that you've been seeing all day today.
Yeah.
Here you go. So Derek has put together
We've got a lamb burger fresh up here.
Yeah, fresh. So that's a lamb burger. So
Lamb burger.
Yeah. And we got.
And we got some beef and some pork as well.
Okay, I'll start on the lamb, then I'll work my way through the pork.
There we go. I think I'll have a beef burger.
So what's in here with the lamb?
Alright, we've got some of our homemade zucchini pickles.
And fresh lettuce from the garden.
Fresh lettuce from the garden.
Oh, nice.
And then the burgers we make here as well, just pure meat. You taste the wonderful flavour of the lamb.
Beautiful.
In a burger.
Looking forward to it. That's it from paddock to plate, folks. This is what it's all about down here at Sage. Open 7 days a week?
6 days a week.
Okay.
There we go. We take Mondays off and we work in the garden.
No worries. We're on Midland Highway through Bannockburn.
Just past Bannockburn, but before Lethbridge.
Lovely, just in between the two. From me, Vasili. Maresi.